7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
You are watching The Gallery.
Where you at now, Black Lives Matter? Where you at? All these police getting off for murdering black people. Where you at now? Man, I'm so tired of these, Black Lives Matter Hate-Negroes. Where you at? Where you at, Miss Pacchietti? Miss Pacchietti was on the PBS NewsHour days ago talking about the Sam Dubois case. I don't know, but I think that PBS is a bigger outlet than you, Advice Show Media. So what was you doing, Black Lives Matter? Brother, just because you ain't paying attention don't mean that they ain't doing nothing. Just because your ass got your eyes closed and your hand over your ears doesn't mean that nothing happened in the world. That's some freaking 3-year-old shit. 3-year-old think that they invisible because they're in the closet with their eyes closed.
I'm invisible.
You need to pick up a goddamn keyboard and look fucking first to find out what these people are up to before you take the time out, because white people done did some evil shit to take the energy out of the community, but you want to go after your own people when they're doing right. You need to look at a checklist and decide, hey, am I doing the wrong thing right now? Do I sound like one of the detractors, one of the people against King right now who are going to go down in history as a complete freaking fool? You need to ask yourself that and check the box off if you're doing it and not do it. That's what you should do. But instead, you're doing the opposite. You're getting so full of yourselves, you two. You're so full of yourselves, Tariq and Phil, that you believe that you're the only ones fighting this fight. It really, what it shows is that during the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, there were Negroes, mostly from the South, not from the Midwest or anything like that, maybe from LA or something, who would dog out King, all right? I'm sure somewhere in there, even King got tired. There is a code problem. Tariq Nasheed talks about code. But Tariq Nasheed is also a code violator. I'm trying to hone these problems in. You brothers need direction. You need direction, even with your own ideas, your own concepts. You need direction. I listened to Tariq Nasheed talk about they're funded by George Soros, Black Lives Matter, and they own bullshit. They the only ones fighting a good fight. Out in the streets, they on the front lines. It's like you guys don't even know how an army, how a military is structured. You got people in the front lines. You got people in the command center. You got Marines, you got Navy. Navy controls the water. The Air Force controls the air. The Army controls the ground. You see how that works? Maybe. Marines are special forces to go in tactically, surgically into certain shit. All right? That's how it works. But for some reason, there seems to be people who want to think that they're in the command center because they have microphones and cameras. Got you. You think you're in the command center, but your directives make no sense. All right? Every time a white person does something wrong, get off on murdering a black person in a traffic stop. These, yes, coward cops, or what Phil wants to call pussy-fied cops. Great name. But the problem with what you do is right after saying that these are horrible people, we're with you on that. You then start talking about the black people on our side fighting a good fight. Why do we have to take a hit when a white person does something wrong, man? The same thing. Tariq, you do the same thing. Why do we have to take a hit when a white person does something wrong. Whoopi Goldberg does this, Sonny Halston does this, Alfonso Ribeiro does this. Black people have to take a hit. White person says the N-word, black people have to take the hit. Huh? None of that makes any sense. Tariq, you the one put George Soros on Black Lives Matter. That shit sounds so crazy. That's the same shit Fox was saying. But the most ironic thing about George Soros is that this Jewish dude puts his money behind radical liberal shit. So Fox sees him as a bad guy because he's Jewish. And he's radical. And he don't want to see black people die. And you get mad. This shit don't make no sense. And then we got Phil over here. He's following up with this. Where you at, Black Lives Matter? Let me explain where Black Lives Matter is at. Phil, you on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well. I got two different entities on Twitter. One is the real me, and one is Calvary is here. All right? Now, I'm watching what DeRay is doing, what Net is doing. They put out new Campaign Zero material. Just like how you put out a new video, they put out new Campaign Zero material to help change the laws. But you ain't paying attention. You're not reading their feeds or whatever. Now, also, they sued Louisiana because of their arrests. And they got a lot of people's arrests overturned. Do you know what it's like? I ain't talking about child support suits. I'm talking about actual lawsuits where you are dealing with a lawyer every other day. And it's on some real shit. It's on arrest type shit. It's on your future type shit. It's for black people to get their rights type shit. You ain't getting black people's rights in your child support cases. Come on. Now, so we're dealing with these lawsuits. They're dealing with these lawsuits. And they have to win or lose these lawsuits. So, you know, that's part of the job, right? But it's work. They got to deal with that. They're also tweeting about everything that is happening. They also got their own lives. They got to make money. They got to live, right? Because you're not really trying to support them, are you? You're trying to admonish them. That's not support. So some of them got kids. Some of them got elderly parents. They got to deal with that too, just like anybody else. Now, we got all that going. They're also working to change the laws in Louisiana about the arrest, period. Is, you know, not just being arrested, but what happens when being taken into custody. They're trying to get all that smoothed out so the black people aren't harmed after being arrested while protesting, because they're our ground troops. See, here are the directives that you two need, instead of thinking that, okay, my job is to sell my DVDs. My job is to get more people watching my videos, so I need to hate on these black people who is actually on our side. I can see why you would be angry at the black people who are rushing to Bill Maher's defense. They need to be shamed. They need to be admonished. They need to be taken down. But why Black Lives Matter? Is it a fad to go after them? You don't even know. DeRay McKesson led the charge to get Bill Maher fired. Even though, meanwhile, Michael Eric Dyson, as well as Ice Cube or Ice Coon, was rushing to Bill Maher's defense. If you went on the show to give him more ratings, Ice Cube, you were rushing to his defense. You sound ridiculous up there. Don't do that. Sit your ass down. You went from fuck the police to hug a cop. Look, it's the state in which we are in when Ice Cube feels that he got to go out, sell out black people, go on to a known racist show to sell his DVD, his new single, and his motherfucking movie and shit. I mean, Bill Maher literally cut off the black woman who was on the panel. She shouldn't have been there either. Cut off the black woman on the panel when she was talking about white racists using the N-word, and said, well, Ice Cube, tell me about your movie. And guess what Ice Cube did? Start telling about the movie. It's mixed signals. It's mixed signals. You can't be sitting up there talking about good cop, bad cop, and having a little tough video, but going on to a racist motherfucking show and giving him your support and our motherfucking eyeballs. I didn't watch. Fuck Bill Maher. He's a racist. But I got more integrity. I got more integrity than the motherfucking Ice Coons. The motherfucking Michael Coon Dysons. Sit your ass down. The same thing with your ass Whoopi Goldberg. The same thing with your ass Sonny Austin. And the same thing with your ass Kevin Hart. All of them was rushing to Bill Maher's defense. But back to Black Lives Matter. And away from these coons in high places that y'all don't go after. What is it a fad that you go after Black Lives Matter? Every time a white person does something wrong, is that what white supremacy tells you to do? Is that what the genes of slavery tell you to do? Is to go after these people? No. Here are your fucking directives. This is what you're supposed to do. Phil, Tariq, when they get tired and exhausted, your ass supposed to come on in and back them up in their stead. You're supposed to get right in their place in their stead. You're supposed to be making harder, stronger propaganda videos in our favor and not admonishing the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go after those white supremacists and those coons over there. Them coons. I'll explain exactly what a coon is in a second. And that's coon with a Q. Otherwise, tear down the white supremacists and their coon helpers. That's what you're supposed to do. You're against code when you're going against the direct actions of black people to make life better for other black people. And I'm going to leave you too with this. And maybe this will help too. While you scrambling to get angry at them, they're the ones paying the heavy prices for their direct actions against white supremacy. Y'all on the mic talking about, I'm fighting racist trolls on Twitter. Gotcha. We all fighting racist trolls. That's not the point. The point is that they got casualties on their side. There are 3 Black Lives Matter black men who've already been found dead, man. Burning cars, shot, all types of shit. Icons of the movement. And you're wondering, you take the time out, be like, where y'all at? Well, shit, how many casualties has your army taken? Because you screaming at the black army. You screaming at the black army. So you the Navy. How many casualties? You one of them. You're the Navy. You're the Air Force. You're the propaganda wing. You're something. But I know one thing for sure. You ain't taking no casualties. There's some brothers and sisters on the ground who've taken casualties. But you take the time out to holler at King and X. You crazy. Y'all need to smooth that out. Get your minds right. Stop attacking your people because Whitey did something wrong. We all see it. We all see it. We just get tired of telling you. There's rules to this, but y'all don't know the rules. So let me give you some more rules. First one, don't go after the ground troops. That's Black Lives Matter. You sound silly. 2, second rule, if they get tired, you back them up with the propaganda wing. That's you. That's me. That's what we do. And third rule, the third rule is about comments. When actual black people, and you know that they are actual black people, are telling you something in the comments, listen and do what they're telling you to do. especially if it makes sense. Because the next move after that is a video. So your best option is to listen to what they are saying in the comments, so you can avoid humiliating yourself in a video or portions of videos that don't make any sense. Also, rule number 4, if you are truly a black man, let black women fail all by themselves. Stop dragging black men when a black woman makes a fuckery of herself. Stop saying, well, and you black men with white women too? Are you crazy? Both of you brothers are in interracial relationships. Both of you with non-black women. You sound silly. And again, it doesn't make any sense from a tactical purpose for you to be dragging brothers in interracial relationships because black women fuck up. Let them fail by themselves. Now, if brothers is fucking up, then say it. Say it. Point it out. But stop making it, and it's the black man's fault. You two, Tariq, Phil, y'all got to get that shit out of your head. It's the black man's fault. Anything that a black woman does, anything that white supremacy does, it's the black man's fault. Y'all got to get that out your head, man. That doesn't make any sense tactically. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that you do this on camera, on film. And you do it so much, ain't no point in trying to erase nothing. You do it so much, half your videos will be gone. Every time a black woman fucks up, every time white supremacy fucks up, you like, and y'all did, and black men did, and black men and interracial, them too, and them too. Man, that shit's so weak. So anyway, you received your directives. You can use them any way you want. You ain't got to listen to it. You ain't got to listen to none of it. You can be just like Barack Obama. You ain't got to listen to shit black people are saying. You can call the cops brave and blue. You can be a complete fucking fool. I don't care. But your audience is listening. Your audience is listening. And that's what's important. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. It don't matter how many subscribers we have if we're doing damage. It don't matter how many subscribers we have if we doing damage. Let me tell you another truth. DeRay got more subscribers than both y'all combined. And I can tell you this as well. He hears the criticism. He hears the criticism. But the difference between him and you two is that he listens to it. Some shit is just dumb. Like, why you promoting Rainbow Doritos? Motherfucker. What? Even I don't even understand that. What you... And make it so bad that was from racist ass TYT. He don't listen to dumb shit from them racist motherfuckers. But when black people have something coherent to say, he actually listens. And that's the difference. He listens in text first. So he never, by the time he gets on camera, he never has to backtrack, figure it out, get angry and confused, like, why y'all treat me like this? And I always admire the ones who are fighting a good fight, who are caught, who are arrested by white supremacy, and still takes the punishment. I saw that Baldwin movie, and still takes the punishment from his people while he's doing shit as best he can, or as best she can, and well, by the way, but still doing the job for their people. I always love that James Baldwin was one of the smartest, along with Stokely Carmichael. But what Baldwin figured out in those early days was that as black people, we were all in the same boat together. So that means you black men who think you can separate each other from each other because of who you date and marry, which is so ridiculous and weak, just to have that thought process. No matter which way we look at it, as black men, we are all in the same boat together. Here's the biggest hypocritical portion of Tariq and you feel is that you tell them, stop all that marching shit. Stop all that marching, it's a waste of time. And then I agree. I'm like, yeah, stop that marching shit. It's a waste of goddamn time. There's truth in that. We got to make some different moves. Because we're at DEFCON fucking 5 now. But I'll be damned if after all that stop that shit, you're wasting time shit, you motherfuckers then come out and say, where you at? Why aren't you marching? Fuck that stupid shit. Well, I guess the only good thing to come out of this video, besides a little bit of course correction, is that we're now officially the news and propaganda wing of the black community. We have a title. That's my video. This is Calvary is here. I'm out.
You've been watching The Cavalry.